Hey guys, welcome to EDM News, your weekly #1 news source here on YouTube. First up in the news today, Don Diablo. He got scammed almost 100,000 euros that he is missing. A promoter, booker, festival organizer called Ravuti, he made sure that Don Diablo played at one of his festivals. Didn't pay him, faked the upfront payment. He did a screenshot of the payment and faked it and photoshopped it, and also stole the money that was made that day on that festival, which is a huge ripoff. He never got caught. He just moved to another country. But let actually Don Diablo tell the story himself. He made like a Snapchat post about it that pretty much sums everything up.
What's up guys, it's your boy Donnie, straight out of Boston, and I've been reading a lot of articles and news about this Belgian hip-hop festival called Festival. It got cancelled due to fraudulent activities. And here's a funny story about Karma. The promoter behind the festival, he's actually behind bars at the moment. His name is Rafutai. He's a known criminal actually in the Netherlands, but he never got caught. I remember many years ago he did a tour for me where he basically took all the money from the cash registers, never paid anyone on the tour, none of the personnel, fled abroad, had his company called declared bankrupt. I ended up having to pay everyone from my own pocket. Actually almost went bankrupt myself, thanks to him. One of the many sad stories in the music industry. This man did that to many other people. He's an absolute crook, absolute criminal. Hopefully this time justice will be done. Rafutai, karma's gonna get you, hopefully. Today's a good day.
Yeah, that's the music business. It's shady. Be careful, be aware. These kind of things might happen also to you. So yeah, be careful. Next up, the list of the highest paid entertainers. Not the highest paid DJs, but a couple of DJs made it also onto that list. Calvin Harris is no surprise. The Chainsmokers are now on there as well. And of course, Marshmello. If you want to check out the full list, it will be linked down below in the description. And by the way, it's not EDM news, but Taylor Swift is spot #1 with 170 million. It's insane. Next up, something you should definitely check out if you're a Nicky Romero fan. He posted a video on his YouTube channel, also linked down below, about his past. It's a 3-part documentary. The 2 other parts will be probably named Present and Future. They will be uploaded in a couple of days, so yeah, go check it out. It's interesting for fans, but also for everyone else interested in the EDM world. Next up, 2 quick tech news. The first one is Abbey Road is now publishing a new plugin that makes your headphones sound like Abbey Road. Very interesting. It's like one of these headphone emulation kind of systems. And Fruity Loops got a new update. A new free synthesizer is now part of Fruity Loops. It's called Flex and is a very preset dependent synthesizer that uses a couple of systems all combined. The knobs change depending on the presets. It's very interesting. If you have Fruity Loops, definitely go and get the update. Next up, more news by Jeff. He's taking over the second half of EDM news.
What it is, what it was, what it's going to be, YouTube. I'm Jeff POSH. Let's jump right in. A$AP Rocky's Tomorrowland performance canceled after arrest. Let's talk about it. So the 30-year-old hip-hop artist is still incarcerated in Stockholm, Sweden after an altercation with 2 men. On June 30th, A$AP Rocky was in an altercation with 2 men who were supposedly harassing his entourage, who cracked a bottle or threw a bottle at one of his entourage members. Then somebody told A$AP Rocky that the men that were harassing him and his entourage were also harassing and antagonizing a group of women as well. Right now, he's charged with aggravated assault and could face up to 6 years in prison. Supposedly, one of the men who was in the altercation broke a pair of headphones over one of A$AP Rocky's entourage's head, and that's when all hell broke loose. So the management team of A$AP Rocky put out a statement, and they said he's basically being detained and held without his will, and the whole thing was self-defense. Due to this incident, A$AP Rocky has canceled all of his European dates. It's also been reported that at the time that he's in jail right now, he's facing inhumane conditions. So yeah, he's sleeping on a yoga mat, they only give him 1 apple a day, and he's forced to be in the cell with an unruly inmate that's throwing his feces around. So yeah, there's some footage that corroborates the story, but yeah, he's still being detained, so we don't know what's going on. What What are your thoughts? Do you think he provoked it? Was he in self-defense? If it was in self-defense, I think that's a little cold that he's in jail right now and he's being faced with these inhumane conditions, being with criminals. If it was in fact that he was really stopping a fight, stopping these guys from harassing these women, and also these guys came up to his entourage and threw some stuff and broke something over their heads. So if the story is true and it looks like he was in self-defense, then hey, yeah, man, we're praying for you. We hope you make it out safe, and yeah, we're wishing for the best. So yeah, what are your thoughts about the incident? Leave some comments below. Moving on. EDC weekend sparks best marijuana sales in Las Vegas history. Let's talk about EDC. Yeah, so EDC is on fire. And when we talking about fire, we talking about that loud. You know what it is. With the surprising amount of attendees that go to EDC every year, it's no surprise that the marijuana sales were the biggest ever of this season. According to the Reno Gazette-Journal, Las Vegas's legal marijuana industry has seen the largest grossing weekend during EDC week. Bob Grossbeck is the co-CEO of the world's largest dispensary, Planet 13, and he said, yeah, they had the record-breaking weekend sales. He goes on to explain that they're trying to find out which of the festivals bring the most sales or bring the most people, and EDC by far blew all of the other festivals out of the water in Vegas. EDC attracted over 400,000 fans over that weekend, and a lot of them spent a lot of their money on legal cannabis. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? EDC, legal marijuana. Let's leave some comments below. Moving on. Suspect arrested in connection with murder of DJ Perplex. Let's talk about it. So DJ Perplex is an Israeli psytrance DJ who was touring in Mexico for the better half of a month. He got shot and killed last week at a nightclub. So reportedly, suspect Victor N was also arrested in 2017 for a murder that took place in San Luis Potosi, and it also took place right near this recent shooting too. Dahan's body is being delivered back to Israel, where he will be buried. He was only 45 years old. It's very unfortunate when bad things happen to good people, and there's no room in this world for senseless violence. Our hearts and prayers go out to his family, friends, and loved ones. So yeah, leave some comments and condolences below in love and memory of DJ Perplex. Coming to you live and direct from San Francisco, California, I'm Jeff Posh. Thank you for watching this episode of EDM News, where it's one thing I know and it's two things that's real. If you want to hear the real, you're going to hear it here first on EDM News. You know the slogan, one ear to the streets, pulse of the culture in our veins. Let's kick it back to John. Peace.
That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also hit the bell icon. Next week again, more news right here on this channel.